will couldn't join us or see us or want to see this later. So hi everyone, this is Rosalie Acker. It's our last session of the summer for IST 301. Welcome to those that are here and welcome to those that are viewing this recording later. So my agenda for tonight is basically to review what I've put together for Milestone 5, which is the wrap-up of this team project that you've been working on, and then to answer, of course, any questions that you have. Let's see if I can make my screen bigger. Just to try to adjust this. Okay, well, I hope you can see it. So if that sounds all right to you, I will run through what I've put together and you can poke holes in it and see if there's anything in here that doesn't make sense. So for Milestone 5, the assignment is the analysis of the current state, the alignment, and the speculation on the future state, digital, of the organization that you've chosen. So in working with the same organization that you've chosen, in this fifth and final milestone, you will apply what we've learned throughout the course to analyze your company's current state and prospects for its future in the digital age. So I'll just go through what I've got here. Let me just show you what's on in the next page. I lay out the sections, but here's the steps that I think you should go through to complete this paper. So you're going to start with the analysis of the current state of your organization. So you've been analyzing your organization and you've been doing a fine job. And each milestone, from milestones 2, 3, and 4, you've looked at different aspects of your organization. And so now I want you to analyze those aspects and how one plays off of the other to determine if they're in alignment. So organizations are most successful when all the pieces fit together. And what do you think? Hi, Chris. What do you think should drive alignment? What's the one thing? Starts with an S, and we've discussed it at the beginning of the course. So if everything in the organization is aligned behind the, any takers? Close. Jessica, close. Go 1 week earlier. Strategy. So if everything in the organization is aligned behind the strategy that the CEO and the other executives have put together, this is our strategy, this is what we're going to do, this is how we're going to do it, this is why we're going to do it, this is how, our structure or organizational structure has to change to fit this strategy. We might need new departments, we might need to get to divest, we might need, if our new strategy has to do with digital business and we don't have all the skill sets that we need to pursue a strategy, well then human resources, we have to adjust and hire people that we need. So what I want you to look at are these things here: the business model, the strategy, the organizational structure, the role that IT plays. If you know what the IT structure is, some people couldn't find that, and that's okay. The organization's culture, how it deals with, does it engage in strategic philanthropy? Where does it stand on those aspects, and where do you think, what's its position on digital business? Where is it? So how do these things fit together? And so what I want you to do is read about organizational alignment online, review some of the organizational alignment models. So hint, if you Google organizational alignment models, you will get a bunch. I think McKinsey has, McKinsey, the consulting group, McKinsey has a 7-step or 7-aspect model to organizational alignment. You'll find a whole bunch of different ones. What I want you to do is appropriate. That means take the pieces, take a model or take pieces of a model, tweak a model, devise a model, you know, borrow aspects, always cite what you're doing, but borrow aspects of different models as you see fit to explain these things and how they fit together. These, I'll call them organizational components or key aspects. So I want you to include a graphic of the model and describe the components. These are the components and how they align. Make sure that your model addresses these things right here. What you want to do is describe key aspects of each topic. Remember, this assignment is to pull things together. So I want you to go back through the readings, through the PowerPoints. I want you to go back. I want you to tell me what these things are, what they mean. I want you to describe how they fit in your model. For example, do changes in one component impact other components? So I would expect a model is going to have some lines in it that are connecting the different components together. And if I change one component, components that are attached to it would probably have to change two. Explain why each of the topics is important to an organization's success in general. These are general things, and give examples of how these topics have impacted organizations. So look at your case studies, and in your writing, describe how Walmart did such and such, or IKEA did such and such, and how that impacts these things here, these components. That's the first part. And remember, that's general, in general. So we haven't really gotten to your specific organization yet. And so really the idea here is to get a little creative, see how these things fit together, and then describe what they are. Now we look at your organization. Hi, Eva. We look at your organization, and you're going to analyze the current state. So now analyze your chosen organization's alignment. To do this, describe how each of the components is aligned or misaligned, that means not aligned, with the other components. Support your analysis with citations. URLs are fine. The analysis step should require a good amount of research and reading on your part. I expect you to dig deep into the available information and to support your claims with evidence. So, more reading. See what you can dig up that you haven't looked at, or review what you've already dug up to answer these different parts. But this is all about how the components fit together and how one influences the other. And I think you probably may not find a model that's out there that maybe has all these different things in it per se. So you're going to have to do some design. You're going to have to, you can get ideas from existing models, but you're going to have to see what you come up with and how these components fit together. All right, so that's the second part. And then the third part is speculation on the future state. Hi, Gary. So, speculation on the future state. Given your analysis of the organization's current state, which you've just done in number 2, speculate on how digital business will impact your organization over the next 5 years. Discuss how well prepared you think your organization is to succeed. Specifically address how your organization is prepared for the digital age, how your organization isn't prepared, and what it must do to get better prepared. So those are some aspects to address. So the submission details, you're going to have 4 sections plus sources cited. Section 1 is the introduction and background. That's going to be 2 to 3 pages, including your figure, which is of your model. And these are rough estimates because this is a new project. I've never run this before. So these are rough estimates on my part. And this section 2 is analysis of the present. Again, 2 to 3 pages. Section 3, speculation on the future, 2 to 3 pages. Section 4, conclusion. I'm thinking 1 to 2 paragraphs. And it should say in here that it's double spaced. The formatting is double spaced. So how does that sound? I want to give you something that's hopefully a little challenging. Is there silence? Really, Marissa? Thanks. Okay, great. So I want to give you an opportunity to be creative, to learn a little bit more about organizations and how they function, and give you enough guidelines. And delve into organizational alignment. It's a big topic, and really what we've talked about all summer are different aspects of organizations. And for an organization to be effective, the different components or aspects should work together. They should be aligned, not working at opposites. So, are there any questions? You want me to go back over anything? 1 submission per team. If you don't ask any questions, I don't have anything else. Does anybody want to talk about the test? Is there a test? The exam is due on the 10th. I believe so. Somebody check. I believe it's due on the 10th, which is, I'm going to say a Wednesday, a week from Wednesday. And I have this due on the 7th. Do you think that is enough time? Or would you like this due on the 10th as well? Yes, it is a similar format to the last test. It's going to be multiple choice, matching. There was a request from the last test that some people requested 10 more minutes. They felt a little bit rushed. So I have given more time for the second test by, I think, 10 minutes more. I think it's 60 minutes you have for the test. You're welcome. And yes, if possible for this project to be due on the 10th, it is possible for this project to. Let's just make everything. The test is due on the 10th, and we'll make this due on the 10th. And I will make that announcement. Great. I will make that announcement in an email, and I will update Canvas to reflect that it's the 10th. And so once again, to study for the test, this is going to help you study parts of the test, but review the focus questions and review the PowerPoints, and for sure they should all be available. And I will make sure that the test is set up correctly too. All right. Is there anything else? Anything you have questions about? Don't be shy. You know, Lauren, let me check the study guide. Right. I do a few more things in the 15-week semester than I do in the 12-week semester. So I will check the study guide. I think I already double checked the test, but I will. I will double check right after we're done here. Thanks for that reminder. I think that might have slipped through. Anybody else? Well, if you don't have any questions, you know, if something comes up, you can always shoot me an email. And I've enjoyed this class, and I really hope that you've had a positive experience as well. And so thank you for your good works. And I will ask that if you get a chance, you fill out the SRTEs, and you should see links to those, I think, on Canvas. Am I correct? Has anybody seen that? I think they're available now. Uh, yep, they are. Okay, great. Well, if you can urge your teammates to complete them, I would appreciate it, and I will send that out in an email as well. Is there anything else I can do for you? Well, if you're ever at University Park, don't hesitate to stop by and introduce yourself. I'm in office 330H. I teach a large section of 301 in the fall in the Cybertorium, for those that know what that is, and 150 students. So I will be around. So stop by and say hi. All right, that's all I have. Hey, you too. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Great. I enjoy this class too. You all take care. Thanks. Thanks, Eva. Lauren.